Oh, this is C3 as well. Okay. So we've got a Champ 3 game here. Shrub has sent me this one to review. ShrubKillaRL, amazing name. So let's take a look at what Shrub's been getting up to. In a completely random 2v2 against a party. So we're cheating, that's fine. This is very good actually. Not a bad outcome from the kickoff. We just need to make sure not to give the ball away. Okay, we're kind of giving the ball away here. I would have liked you to take a look at what's happening around you before making a play here. We kind of ended up really underneath the ball here. If you come up a bit more beside it, then you have more options. If you see that the other team are this far backed off, then touching the ball is kind of a bad move because you're just giving it away, you know? So yeah, vision was the mistake here. We didn't see exactly what was happening, and that led us to just kind of panic and hit the ball in case somebody else was about to hit it, when we could have actually just kept an eye on what the opponents were doing. This again, bit of a giveaway. We had a lot of space to play with. This is definitely a dribble play. Look, Lucid is out of the game. The other guy probably just went all the way around to your back corner boost. There he is. So we have a lot of space. If we can get a good first touch here, we could just score. Like, we just boom this on target, that could be a goal. We get a good first touch, we could just score. But yeah, we hit it off target hard, and it's also completely a dead ball in the corner. This is like risky because we have to center it to our teammate with a slow recovery. The only like thing you could really do here to improve this is, instead of like dodging into this ball, which doesn't really do anything, you could just double jump into it to get a better landing. But yeah, that's quite a common play in the offensive corner. It's just not to dodge. Don't dodge into the ball if you're going to also flip into the wall, you know what I mean? There you go. So we're landing clean on the wall there. Just not paying enough attention to the demo behind us. Anyway, my plat games look better than this. Whoa! 300 IQ! We're over the ball and back into position, but yeah, I'm not sure we meant to do that, and it didn't look like the cleanest idea. Some pretty good spacing away from our teammate there. We're giving our teammate enough space to make plays happen, but we're not isolating him by completely leaving him alone. So we're able to move in after he like fails a challenge. Teammate's definitely playing a bit aggressive. He's taking himself out of the game quite a lot, but we're playing safe around him. We're kind of spacing well. This wasn't entirely necessary. You didn't have to pre-jump this early to get the shot off, so a bit all in of you. We're also way off the goal line here. Not a huge fan of this turning point. It might not look like much, but this is a big like weakness in a lot of players' games. Just kind of autopiloting into the corner like this, and then just stopping and then reversing back into an even more awkward position. Like, if the ball for some reason like comes across the box quickly here, we can't do anything. We just have to watch it go across the box because we're completely out of position. We just have to watch it go across the goal line, you know what I mean? Same thing if it like bounces like up the wall and into the curve where the ceiling meets the wall. We're not really going to be doing much there. We're kind of underneath the ball. But luckily it doesn't do either of those things. We can drive into the corner and do this. But you can't guarantee that the ball's going to behave and do what you want it to do, you know? You want to kind of cover more angles, and driving a bit more to the right there, being inside the goal, covers more angles while also comfortably handling the play that did end up happening the way that we did. Bit of hesitation there. This is one of the times where we didn't really give our teammate space to challenge. So here, our teammate's making a challenge. We don't really need to move forward here because our teammate has ball pressure. So I would have said just stay all the way back here. Give yourself as much time to react to the shots as possible by being inside the goal, because your teammate clearly has ball pressure here. When our teammate does this, he clearly has ball pressure. We just need to give him space. Like, just back off as much as possible, get into the goal. But yeah, we do get a save because the shot was pretty bad. Yeah, we wanted to just cover the goal as much as possible there. Same thing here, but at least this time we're turned around. So we're off the goal line, but we're turned around, so this is fine. Like, if you're not facing the ball in the goal, you better be like facing away from it outside the goal. So really heavy first touch. That's careless. Vision was also very careless here. We don't know if there's somebody rushing us here until now, when we find out there isn't. But that was super careless, not keeping an eye on what was in front of us. First touch, very poor. Give the ball away. Total waste of possession. And our teammate's been baited into a challenge, and we might just be conceding. Okay, that guy can't dribble either. Nobody wants to dribble this game. What is this first touch? Why would he do this? Did he just totally mess this up? I'm savage. I'm just honest. It's a total waste of possession to just give the ball away like this. So is this. Like, this is a terrible first touch. What is he doing? Like, these should be shots on... Every single one of these possession plays should lead to a shot on goal. The one that Shrub had, he should have had a shot on goal out of that possession. Maybe not a goal. You're not guaranteed a goal, but you should absolutely put a shot on goal. This one, that's not a difficult catch. Like, this is quite a basic catch and flick play, or catch and pop play. Or, you know, just shoot the ball on this touch. You know, any of these things should result in a shot on goal. But he just lets it bounce off him. The one mistake that we make, though, is that we kind of hit the ball away from ourselves. So this is definitely a mistake. And it's a common mistake as well. Like, you just think, yeah, let me just get the ball into the corner, then I'll chase after it and I'll clear it. But you're playing catch up here. The second that we hit this ball away, look how close the ball is to us. It's like right on us. But we're getting beaten to this ball because we hit it away from us. So we're the ones playing catch up. He's just coming at the ball and he beats us to the ball, even though we were on it and he was miles away. So the long story short of this entire segment of play is don't give away possession this easily. Make the other team work for the possession and you'll be a lot happier. This is just the same thing. Watch this this guy. Wait, what's his name? This guy. What is this? Well, I can see what he's trying to do. I can see he's trying to go for a big booming shot, but why would you not wait for the bounce here? Why would you not take a bigger run up? Why would you not just take a first touch? Like, there's so many better options than this. Right? If you want to shoot this ball on the before the bounce, if you want to shoot this ball, you have to wait for the bounce. You have to take a bigger run up. But you shouldn't be shooting this ball. It's a 2v1. Just take a first touch and then take a shot. It's a much better play. But yeah, and nobody in this lobby has been confident taking a first touch and dribbling. It's always been really heavy touches. Okay, well, that was well handled after messing up the first touch. We didn't do so well with our touch off the wall. This is poor because we gave away the possession. Like, actually, just flying behind this and doing nothing would have been better. Like, after this, just jump off the wall, fly behind the ball, don't touch it, and you're going to be a happier person. Because if you just do nothing here, if you just fly behind the ball and do absolutely nothing, that guy Tragic at the halfway line is going to wait for your touch, which is not going to happen. And then he's going to realize, wait a minute, he's not touching that ball, and he's going to lunge in, and you're going to 50-50 with him. But we hit it, so we lost the ball again. Alright. So yeah, we kind of have to go for this. This looks like it'll be kind of the same thing. You're expecting me to say, oh look, you just gave the ball away again. But we're not sure if this guy Lucid has boost or not. And when that ball goes up, he could be shooting that very quickly. He could get up very fast for that, so we have to go up and get clear. The only choice then is, where do we clear it? And actually the correct place to clear this would be behind us, if possible. Because that's where our teammate is going to be. See where our teammate's going? He just drove over their shoulder. It's a difficult touch, but if you're confident in your, like little aerials, then you can go for it. Like, your teammate's going that way, so that's where we should clear the ball. Try and get it to the other side. Also, because they think we're going to clear it this way, the way we did clear it. Because that's where we're flying. Who else blames your teammate for everything? I think all Rocket League players do that. Okay. So attempted back pass. Yeah, we started moving up. By this point, we're committed. We were kind of hoping that our teammate would make a better back pass than this. I would try not bait the back pass too often. in 2v2 because people mess this up a lot. They always underhit the ball because they don't want to hit it too hard at you, and then you end up getting beaten. But by that point you'd already committed, so you had to go for the 50-50, so that was a good idea to continue going for it. It's better to continue a bad idea than just turn around and do nothing at all in that play. Oh, we're actually amazing. How are we this good? We just parted the defense. Bam. Unbelievable mechanics. No, but seriously, well played. It was a piece of cake. just walked it in. Okay. So the one thing I don't like about this kickoff is we're kind of pushing the ball towards the side of the field that their guy is already on, getting boost. If you see this dude Lucid making a fast track over to that side of the field, don't push the ball into that side of the field because this is where he's going to be, Now you've just given him the ball. We could have adapted there when we see him moving like that. We can just land here, turn to the left, get to the left side of the ball, and then push it to the right, And that way it's going to go away from this dude. Yes, we're the random team here. We don't know exactly what our teammate is planning and where he's going to go, but we can at least get it away from the other team. Oh, score that. Boom. 2-0. Too easy. But yeah, really nice demo avoidance here. Don't know if you knew much about it, but we did avoid the demo, which was all we had to do in this play. Tripped in the goalpost. Not ideal. Little demo avoidance there. That's really well played. Absolutely pointless position for this guy to go for a demo. Where was it? This dude. What an absolute waste of time that is. Like, what does he think is going to happen when he gets the demo here and completely commits to scoring his own car? He's put his own car in the goal. Brilliant. Like, if you're going to go for a demo in this kind of position, like a drive-by demo on a goalkeeper, you have to... Like, obviously, unless your teammate is literally coming in with the ball and he's got an open net, if you get the demo, then that's a different story. But in this kind of position where the ball's in the corner, the only way that the demo is good is if you can get the demo clean, drive past the goal, then turn around and score the ball as it centers. This doesn't look like somebody who's ready to score the ball as it centers. Like, even if we got the demo, so what? The ball's just bounced across the box, and neither of us are in position to score it. Or at least an explanation for ban. Also, hi Johnny, love all Ervids, you got me into Rocket League and now I'm addicted. Gabe, thanks for £6.90. Can you get an unban, please? Well, I don't just hand out unbans because I don't understand. Well, I don't make the call on that, but why do you get an explanation for ban? Well, I didn't ban you, so you're going to have to message one of my moderators and talk to them because I don't do that. But yeah, maybe one of my moderators will message you and tell you why you were banned. Yeah, I like that you're cheating on kickoff here, dude. Donate more and you'll think about it. I'm not going to unban somebody for any donation. I'm just going to tell them the same thing. Message my mods. Because I didn't ban you, so message the person who banned you. And ask why you got banned and he'll tell you. And then, if the mod thinks that you're being, or the mod thinks you're sorry for it, maybe they'll unban you, maybe they won't. I stand by my mod's decisions. That's why I moderated them. Ha ha ha, for $1 million you would. Doubt it. Try me. Let's see. That was a nice recovery, actually. Not sure why we're going out for this, because this doesn't look like it's scoreable. It's like in the worst possible position. It's kind of just hanging there, right next to the bar. So we can't really do much with that, but at least we got back onto the ground as quick as possible. But yeah, going up for that there was no point in doing that. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? It's definitely a consistent problem that your rotation is kind of taking you back towards the near post. Like, we've ended up in this awkward position several times this game. Even the time we avoided the demo, it was this position. You'd suck a toe for a mill. That's disgusting. Money and everything, man. Money and everything. Bugnasty, thanks to the Twitch Prime. Wait, thanks for converting a Twitch Prime to a tier 1. I can't read. Forgot that was a thing. You do a lot of strange things for a cool million. I don't know. I'm okay right now for, you know, I'm okay. I'm living a decent life. I don't know if a million would make me happier. I'd kind of just be the same. Not a bad attempt at manipulating this 50-50 in your favor here. But we recovered really slowly afterwards. Alright, we're gonna bump this guy. Oh dear, dear, dear. We're pretty all in on this. Just like the guy who was like really all in and scored himself while going for a demo on you. We're super all in on this. Like, do you remember when I was like, I don't know, I told you, I don't know why that guy's going for a demo on you? It's kind of pointless. Well, this is equally pointless because your teammate is in a 1v1 right now. And I don't know if I can speak for everybody here, but when my teammate is in a 1v1, when I'm playing 2s, I'm trying to get back as quickly as possible because in my mind he's messing up at the earliest possible inconvenience to me. He's going to mess up immediately. So, yeah. I would have got back really fast there as ASAP. Okay, let me see. That Gabe guy posted an end game spoiler, and I even left a mod comment to never unban. Oh, what game did he spoil? It's a joke. I'd it's over 50 cent. For goodness sake. What game did he spoil? Oh, an Avengers Endgame. Ah. Well, yeah, Gabe, that's pretty bad and pretty obviously bad of you, man. Like, you just can't be trusted if you're gonna do that. Like, that's just so attention seeky and so, like, I don't know, it's just so unkind. Like, why would you do that to people? Like, why would you spoil something in a Twitch chat just for attention? Even in old movies, no, it was he probably did it when Endgame was like fresh. Like, when Avengers Endgame was fresh, we were banning people for spoiling it. That was just the thing.
Messaged them months ago and got no response. Rip. At least I can comment on you still.
Oh, if you didn't get a response, maybe they just weren't looking at their DMs. Like, I don't. It's not my mod's responsibility to, you know, play judge and jury on every single person who makes an appeal through DMs, you know. Their job is just to remove comments and stuff from chat that shouldn't be in chat. And I think you'll agree with me that yeah, posting a spoiler to a movie that everybody wants to see is very selfish and should not be in a Twitch chat, especially my one where it was told several times, don't post spoilers. Like, we were very active on this, so you messed up, man. You messed up. So yeah, YouTube comments, I guess it is, because that's entirely. I'm leaving that one up to my mods, you know. Like, that's entirely fine by me. I'm afraid. You messed up. This guy is your rank. Yeah, this is my 2's rank. These look like a lot of the mistakes that people make in my games. Whoa, where are we going? Yeah, Gabe, I hope you learn from this experience and don't take it in a bad way. Like, yeah, I think it was told several times that if you spoil endgame, it's a ban. This I distinctly remember this, so I'm afraid that rules are rules, you know? Rules are rules. My advice would be just, yeah, don't spoil stuff. Like, there's really nothing positive is going to come out of spoiling something for someone else. It isn't going to help your life in any way. Definitely isn't going to help their life. Okay, at least we got this behind this dude. We're dodging into a lot of walls here. Alright. Not a bad landing. Oh, they turned backwards. Oh, what is happening? Same awkward position. Do you see where you're autopiloting towards, Shrub? Every time we're autopiloting to the same, like, awkward position. Look at this. I pointed this same position out so many times. You're kind of just like, every time you come back to the goal, you make this exact same line where you drive like straight across the box from here, across this boost pad, then you end up in this kind of spot. And you're like, now the ball is over me. Like, just try to take more of a wider line, and then you're going to be like in a position where you're naturally clearing the ball as you come in, instead of underneath it. It's not so obvious when you play the game, because you don't get punished every time that you do this. Nobody gets punished every time they do this. That's why they keep doing it. They keep doing it, and they're like only getting punished maybe one in every 4 or 5 times. But you will get punished occasionally.
I totally understand, but my comment was not a spoiler for a recent Avengers movie. It was an explanation from something 2 movies before Endgame.
Oh, Brian didn't read out, so I'm sorry for mentioning whatever I did. Well, I don't have the logs. I don't know how other streamers do it. They have like the history of all comments, but I mean, it didn't sound like I mean, if I just have to trust my mod on this one, man. I'm sorry. Like, if King Spectre makes a note next to your name that says don't unban, then that's like pretty serious. You must have said something that was really, really like not okay to say, you know? And I don't have the logs. I don't have a note of what you said, so I'm not gonna like change that. Yeah. Like, if you, I don't know, if you had screenshots of comments or something and you said this is what I said, then I could look at it, but I don't know. I don't know what you said exactly. So there's no point speculating. All I know is yeah, good intentions or bad intentions aside, you probably wrote something you shouldn't have wrote, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I'm not going to change any decision that was made by a mod. That's just not something I do, because then I'd have a whole lot of decisions to make that I don't want to have to make, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as I like override one mod decision on an issue like this, I'm gonna get 50 messages exactly like this one saying, hey, unban me, I didn't say anything. And then what am I supposed to do? Who do I believe? Who do I not believe? I have to just I have to leave it the way it is, man. Hope you understand. Hey, Ayak me, thanks for the 7-month tier 1. Appreciate you, man. You ready for the weekend? The weekend. Your mouse boys. Me too, man. Looking forward to it. Okay, that's a good shot. What could we have done differently here? Well, let's take a look at our first touch. Boom. Straight to the other guy. Very risky. We walked into the world's most obvious dunk as well. Yeah, we played a heavy first touch, and then we tried to make something out of it by cutting in field here. This is super risky. We're cutting straight into a very obvious dunk path here. Much safer to go out wide. Like here, instead of like dodging to this side of the ball and cutting in this way, why not just go to the left? Like, there's 28 seconds left in the game. If we get this ball up the sidewall or to bounce off the sidewall, probably game over. I don't see the other team scoring for at least 20 seconds if you do that. Well, at least maybe we'll say 10, 15. and then they only have like 10 or 15 seconds left in the game. So you're very likely to win in that regard. But now, instead of 10 seconds left in the game, there's 23 seconds left in the game, and this is a lot more awkward. And just like that, we've gone for a boost. We were doing so well all game. We were cheating on multiple kickoffs, and now we've gone for a boost, and that is a bad play. We've also autopiloted forward underneath the ball, and we haven't really done anything. We're just standing underneath it. Well, he scores. That is a disaster. But yeah, I would never recommend going for a boost, especially in a random 2v2. I just feel like unless your teammate is exceptionally good and communicates to you that he's going to get the ball into the back corner that you're going to, then don't go to that back corner. It's one of those things that so many pro players do just because it feels good, not because they think it's a good idea. Like, there's a lot of extremely good Rocket League players who go for boost on every single kickoff. And the reason they do it is not because they think it's good, it's because it sometimes works and they like to have boost. That's the simple reason why they do it. They just like having boost. They want to have 100 boosts at all times, so as soon as the kickoff happens, they go get 100 boosts. They're like, well, I hope this works. They're not thinking, yeah, this is a smart play. They're thinking, well, I hope this doesn't backfire. That's why they do it. If you're playing to win, if you're playing to maximize your rank points, don't go for boost and kickoff. Just don't do it. Because it doesn't win most of the time. Most of the time you lose a possession, or you lose like a goal, or you end up in an awkward position. You rarely... Yeah, it's nice when the ball rolls up the sidewall and you can go with your 100 boost and drive into it. But yeah, even then, what is that doing? Chipping the ball into the other team's backboard while they're both back in defense ready to deal with it? Yeah, you're not doing a lot with that either. Do I recommend driving slowly while cheating on the kickoff? I would recommend saving all your boosts when you're cheating on the kickoff, yeah. Just like front flip once when you're cheating. That will give you enough of a positional advantage while recovering quickly and having boost to play with. Oh! Okay, I don't hate you playing that blow. That's totally fine in overtime. Or on 0 seconds. Let's find the... Okay, that's the end of the game. Let's watch like how this play developed. Okay. High ball comes into the back wall. In this play, front flipping is rarely the correct decision. In fact, it's almost never the correct play. And the reason is because the second you front flip, your car actually stops moving up the wall. So we'll see here. We're driving up the wall. See, as soon as we front flip there, it just starts moving horizontally. We did mistime this, but... Yeah, even if we didn't mistime this, imagine the ball was here, where we actually flipped. We would have stopped moving up, and we would have just side flipped here. Like, next to the wall. See that? We're just going next to the wall. We're not really moving off the wall very much. Whereas if you side flip in this position... Oh, this is kind of bugged. If you drive up the wall at a slight angle instead of straight up the wall, then you side flip into the ball, your car is, yes, it's going to stop moving up, but it's going to shoot off the wall significantly further into like this direction, the direction that the camera is now facing, which makes you much more likely to hit the ball. Instead of like just kind of, right now we're just kind of sticking close to the wall. We're not moving off the wall at all. So that's like the number one thing we could have done differently here, is just angular approach ever so slightly. So instead of going straight up the wall and front flipping, try come up at a slight angle and then side flip in that same direction. More consistent hits will be generated, I can guarantee. Oof, this is risky. So we play the ball straight into this guy. I'm not sure why we're hitting this one away from ourselves. This for sure is a play where you should be trying to control this ball. 100%. I would never want to see somebody hitting the ball away like this, because you don't even have a goalie. Like, that could just be a goal. This is a goal right here if he shoots that on target. Literally a goal just happened in at least 20% of his, like, Champ 3. If you do this, I'd say 20% of the time, the game just ended. He just put that on target and you lost. Maybe another 10% of the time, he double touches it in. Maybe another 10% of the time, you just get dunked by the other guy here and it's a goal. You just lost on that very play there. And it's all because we are thinking too much about hitting the ball away from ourselves and not enough about controlling it. That's been a pretty consistent thing this whole game, which is why I bring it up again. You're definitely like capable of ball control. Like we've done some dribbles in the midfield. Just don't be afraid of doing a really boring like ball control play where you literally sit behind the ball and do nothing. This was a good pass, by the way. I actually do like this. So definitely credit for this one. The only thing that would have been better is if we can get more beside it and like side flip. Oh. Well, yeah, it's really obvious that he's going to shoot this ball, so I'm not sure why we're feathering our boost here. Like, we're not supersonic yet. We really should have been supersonic going back to our goal. Like, our teammate is not there. That is a shot incoming. Very, very obvious shot. But we're just kind of feathering our boost. Don't think we would have even made it back if we didn't feather our boost. I think it was probably still going to be a goal either way, but we should go for it anyway. But there's been 3 pretty consistent things I've seen in this replay that have been issues. Number 1, we didn't have enough urgency going back. You're expecting a dribble. Okay, well, even if you're expecting a dribble, okay, I'll tell you how you can defend against both. Even if you think there's a threat of a dribble here, do you see how he's accelerating here? We should be accelerating as well. See that? Did you see this? He like makes the first touch, but no, this doesn't look like a dribble to me. This looks like a shot. See a huge run up like that, like a big turn into the ball. That's a shot. And we have to initially like assume that he could be shooting. You always like initially you have to address the shot on every single like chance that there could be a shot. So first thing you do here is accelerate to supersonic to give yourself the biggest possible chance of saving whatever he does if he does shoot. And if he decides to take an extra touch here, no problem. Then we can either fake a challenge or we can turn around with an actual challenge, or we could just continue shadowing because that's fine as well in this kind of position because we just want to delay. But your first thing should always be, okay, let me get back as quickly as possible. And that was kind of a consistent problem in quite a lot of this game. We just weren't urgent enough getting back, and our position when we did get back was not ideal as well. We were like rotating in a weird kind of off the goal line position instead of coming all the way back even into the goal at times. So yeah, really work on those defensive rotations. Don't be as impatient on the ball in defense. Just draw them in. Like if you're in a 2v2 in Rocket League and you've got the ball in your back corner, right? Especially if you're winning. If you're winning in 2v2 and you've got the ball in your back corner, like let's say that this is my goal here and we're defending. Like what are the other team going to do here? What exactly are they going to do? If I've got the ball here and I'm literally behind it, what are they going to do? They're going to drive in and flip into the ball. Oh, okay, I'll just single jump and then block your 50-50 and now that's one of their players out of the game and I'm in a 1v1. Like, nobody ever does this. Nobody. Everybody's so eager to get the ball out of their corner that the ball's in the corner. Everybody's like, okay, let me just flip into the ball, get the boost. We're up the wall. Big ball clear. Oh my goodness, I'm so good at the game. And they just, give the ball away immediately. And they take exactly 0 opponents out of the game while doing so. Everybody. Like, it's so crazy to me. Like, okay, ball in the defensive corner. Everybody's like, oh, can't have the ball in the defensive corner. Oh, quick, get rid of it. Bang, amazing. I'm so good at the game. And then somebody else in the other team just comes in and puts it straight back in. It's mental. Whereas, there's nothing to be afraid of. Like, what can go wrong here? If you're goal side of the ball, nothing. If I'm goal side of the ball, which means between the ball and my goal, and I can see when the opponent is coming in, what's he going to do? Come and flip into the ball? Yeah, please do, because then I'll just, jump behind it. Now he's out of the game and I'll dribble their other guy. Like, I was playing some threes with a couple of my buddies the other day who are in Diamond. And I was showing them just how effective like sitting behind the ball can be. I was doing it like more often than you should just to show them how effective it is. And it was crazy. Like, we're playing 3v3, not even 2v2. We were playing 3v3. And I would just sit behind the ball in defense. One guy would come in for the other team, miss the ball because he thinks I'm going to hit it, so he would go for a crazy block and miss. And then I would just jump and block the second guy's 50-50, and then I'm in a 1v1. In 3v3, it was mad. Like, people literally don't know what to do if you just block the ball in the back corner. It's super OP. How to play less reactionary then? That's what a lot of the plays of that replay were. Hey, no problem, ShrubKiller. You've definitely got the ball control and the mechanics to rank up in these games. Just need a bit of smarter rotation pattern and timing back into defense. More patience on the ball in defense. And I would say the third thing is less like things like this happening where you're, you know, flipping into the wall. Don't like flip into walls because your recovery is really bad. I'd play less reactionary. I don't actually know what you mean exactly. I'd play less reactionary. I mean, nothing wrong with a bit of reactionary gameplay. 2v2. 2v2, in fact, that's a game mode where you don't really have to play like offensively at all. You just have to. You can actually win 2v2 by reacting to everything, you know?